The Arizona Humane Society is working to get a law passed that will better help define cruelty laws, and we need your help to do it. We're going to tell you all about that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. Now, we always have very cute and energetic pups on the show, and it is no exception today, including adorable Milton here, who was rescued as a stray. Christine's going to tell you all about his story in just a bit. But first, we need your help. Join us for the SB 1658 rally and press conference next Tuesday, May 20th from 8 to 9 a.m. at the Arizona State Capitol in downtown Phoenix. Even with bipartisan support, SB 1658, which is a bill to help strengthen cruelty laws for pets throughout Arizona, has been held up in the House of Representatives, and we need your voice to urge lawmakers to do the right thing and get this bill passed. Plus, there will be free shirts for the first 500 advocates in attendance, so make sure to get there early and learn more about our advocacy efforts at azhumane.org/advocacy. And speaking of advocating for our pets, Denise has some fun facts about our black cat friends. Who is this adorable little boy?
Yes, this is George, and he is 8 weeks old. Now, black cats are viewed differently in different cultures. For example, in Japan, black cats are considered good luck. But my personal favorite is in France. Black cats are supposed to bring you and your family good fortune if you pamper them. So I don't know what happens to you or your family in France if you don't pamper your black cat. So go at your own risk on that. Now, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the richest cat in the world is a black cat named Blackie from the UK, who, when his owner passed away, he left Blackie 7 million pounds. So George does not have 7 million pounds, but I pretty much guarantee you, if you and your family adopt George, he will give you all the good fortune if you pamper him. So visit our website, azhumane.org/adopt to adopt George or any of the other pets you see on the show today.
Oh my goodness, yes. And you know what? You're going to feel like you have had 7 million pounds. Well, like you have some, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Denise. And we saw this cutie at the beginning of the show, and now it's time to meet him. I can just hear, you know what? I could just hear his little rambunctious self earlier, right, Christine? He's so cute.
He is so adorable. He's a love bug, and he's very playful. He's been very patient waiting for his moment on TV. And this is Milton, who is 11 weeks, 22 pounds, and he is supposedly a pit bull puppy, but seems to be pretty large. Maybe got some Great Dane in there or Black Lab. And he came in as a stray to an emergency animal clinic, and then our field team brought him into the Arizona Humane Society, and the vets checked him out for diarrhea and decided he had an upset tummy, and so they put him on a probiotic protocol. He's been treated with the probiotics, and so now he's eating and drinking well, and he is ready to go home. So come and meet Milton. The Arizona Humane Society is getting ready to start some summer camps. They're just around the corner. And so what are you doing with your children this summer? Perhaps they would like to come and learn about animals or how to care for them. And then also older kids might enjoy exploring career options if they want to work with animals when they're older. And you can go to azhumane.org/camps. And you can sign up there. So check it out if you are looking for options for summer camps for your kids.
It is absolutely a wonderful place for our kids to learn about our pets. And you know what? For our pets to get some nice socialization right on cue, those little puppy kisses. Thank you so much for that. And we are so happy to report that last weekend, the Arizona Humane Society had almost 300 adoptions thanks to Bissell Pet Foundation, including 182 dogs. This comes at a time when our dog space is extremely critical within our shelter, and we continue having unprecedented amounts of pets in need of help. There are always amazing pets who are in need of forever homes, so if you have the room in your heart and home to add to your family, make sure to visit azhumane.org/adopt. And we also have an adorable litter of gray kitties, which I'm sure you are not happy about at all, Bree.
You know that they have a special place in my heart. This is sweet little Tina. I have a pink cat toy, and we'll put it on her head, and we can pretend she's a Bob's Burgers character. But I did not have the fun hat for her, and I apologize about that. But she is absolutely a sweetheart. You won't believe her story, though. She actually was stuck in somebody's wall for like 3 days, and they were able to get the litter out, but they were bottle babies and really needed that extra care and attention to get healthy and to put on some weight to get ready for adoption. But she had a rough start. I can't imagine being dehydrated and stuck in a wall trying to get out. That had to have been really scary for her and her litter. But she is now safe, and she's looking for a good family to be with. And something to keep in mind, especially during kitten season, which we are, of course, in, is that you don't want to kidnap kittens unless they've been abandoned from their mother for over 8 hours. So if you notice a batch of kittens with no mama, keep an eye on them, but don't move them. The mom might be in the process of going out and getting food, or she might be in the process of moving the litter. She can only pick up one at a time. So definitely keep an eye on them, and you can visit our website, www.azhumane.org/found kittens, and that will give you all the advice you need to make sure that they're safe and that their mom comes back for them, or you can take them into the shelter if the mom doesn't.
Absolutely. And you know what? I think everyone's going to be wanting to attend a little luau with this little one with her little flowers. Thank you so much for that, Bree. And at AHS, we're so grateful for all the lives we can save each day and all the wonderful pets given second chances, including this pup, who I'm sure has quite the story to tell, Lisa.
Well, this is Khan. She is a female, 7-year-old. We've got her as like a cattle dog mix. And she was surrendered. An owner surrendered. They couldn't afford her medical care. She came in with a little eye injury. So if it looks like she's winking at you, she is. She had a little ear infection too, and she is just the sweetest thing. Tail wagging, wagging, wagging. She's really into the belly rubs. And as you can see, she's a little chonky, a little thick with 2 Ks. But I will tell you, no problem. Those pounds will shed when she gets into a family that takes her on little walks around the block early in the morning and really just gives her some controlled portions of dog's food. But right now, the belly just gives you more belly to love. So she is above 50 pounds, and you know what that means for all of us big dog lovers in this world is all of our dogs over 50 pounds are 0 adoption fee. These bigger guys and gals tend to stay on our adoption floor a little bit longer. Sometimes people think it's harder to have a big dog. And so we waive adoption fees on our dogs over 50 pounds. So if you are thinking of having a big dog join your family, I can't tell you how wonderful it is. Keep you warm in the winter, and they usually love swimming. And I'll tell you, big dogs are a lot of fun. And for no adoption fee, I don't know why everybody wouldn't want one. So check our website all of the time. It's updated as dogs come available for adoption. New dogs get put on there, and we're going to demonstrate the belly rubs right now.
Oh my goodness. I mean, who does not want that adorable girl? And you know what? She's been so calm.
Yeah.
She's going to be a great walker because she definitely needs those steps. But don't we all? Thank you so much for that, Lisa. And don't change that channel. We have more pets who need your help, including this adorable kitty who survived quite a harrowing ordeal. We'll tell you about that when we come back. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, we always talk about the importance of fostering, and especially as we enter our hot summer, can be very dangerous for our pets, and we have even more pets coming through our doors each and every day. So we want to take an inside look at some of the pets that are in need of foster, thanks to foster manager Carrie Hughes.
Hi Foster Heroes, I'm Carrie, foster manager, and I am in our bottle baby ICU, where today we have over 100 neonate kittens. We have little ones that range anywhere from a few days to a few weeks old. Those kittens will need to be fed every 4 hours. A perfect foster home will be able to keep them warm while they're feeding them. They'll weigh them frequently to determine how much food they'll need to eat, and they'll provide lots of love and affection. We have our older kittens that are ranging from a few weeks old, and they're in the gruel stage. And they'll need to also be fed about every 5 hours when they're in the gruel stage until they're able to fully eat on their own. Kittens are able to be spayed and neutered at 1.5 pounds and 6 weeks old. So we anticipate you having your kittens usually between the 6 and 8 week mark. One of the best things about becoming a foster hero is that you have the first right to adopt your foster pet, and you'll receive a 20% discount off of the adoption fee. Bottle baby season floods our doors with kittens that come in every single day. So every day matters in our kitten nursery. If you are able to come pick up a bottle baby kitten, you will open a kennel for another litter of kittens that is waiting to come in. So we ask that you step forward today to help these little ones crawl into your heart and into your home. Despite the season, AHS's dog kennels are always at maximum capacity. Right now, we don't have a single kennel open in any of our 3 facilities. And when you foster a dog, it not only saves the life of the pet that you take home, but it gives us the opportunity to take in another sick, injured, or abused pet that needs our help. And Clover here is so excited to meet you and go home with you. She's a beautiful 8-month-old cattle dog mix, and she came to AHS with an injury to her left front leg that was so severe that she needed to have it amputated. And so now she's ready to snuggle up in your lap and gain a little bit more weight before she's spayed. Again, AHS has many dogs that need your help, and even if you can take a dog for a week, that will clear the space that we need to help the next animal that walks through our doors. Thank you so much for considering taking home a foster pet today. We also have a few maternity moms that would love the peace and quiet and sanctuary of your home if you're able to foster a mama dog and her babies. AHS will provide all the supplies that you need to set you up for success, as well as all of the guidance, whether it's a bottle baby kitten or a new dog entering your home. We're here to support. Please reach out to us today, azhumane.org/foster. Give us a call or text or email. We're excited to hear from you.
We absolutely love our foster team, and speaking of pets needing foster, we want you to meet Sponge. She's a bit frightened and in need of a home to recover from a kitty cold after reportedly being thrown out of a vehicle. She will need a couple weeks of treatment and some help with socialization as well. So make sure to visit azhumane.org/foster to give Sponge a temporary home or to see any of the absolutely amazing pets who need your help. And don't change that channel. We have an adorable pup who has been at the Arizona Humane Society for much too long. I absolutely love her. We're going to introduce you to Bonnie when we come back. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, selfishly, I'm here with Lisa on the floor just because I love Bonnie so much. And you know what? She has definitely been at the Arizona Humane Society much too long, like a lot of our big dogs that you were talking about earlier. Yeah. But can you please tell us about this big chunk of love?
Well, this is Bonnie, 8 years old, and she is a big girl, so she obviously qualifies for our waived adoption fees. She has been with us since November. That is a long time to be sitting at a shelter. She gets a lot of love because we all love and know her, and so she gets to go on field trips with people, but it is hard to keep dogs in a shelter that long. There she is on a field trip with one of our wonderful volunteers. She has been gentle, sweet. She may not look it because she's beefy, she's big, But she loves belly rubs and tilts her head, listens to you. One of my favorite things is to take her out on a really long walk, and you can just tell her all about your day, and she listens and acts very, very interested, so you feel like you have a permanent best friend right there. But again, waived adoption fee. These bigger dogs stay a little bit of a longer time with us. Come here, Bonnie. Come on. And she will curl up in your lap if you sit down. So please give her some consideration, and all of our long-timers. Just because they've been there a long time, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. We think she'd probably be best with like kids that are 8+, but our behavior team has had her in the play yard with other dogs. She's appropriate with dogs, and she really is a really sweet girl, and you will definitely get a lot of attention when you're out with her.
Oh my goodness, and I cannot tell you, so when we were walking her to the van to load for Pets on Parade today, every single person at the shelter that saw her was like, Bonnie, oh my gosh, I love her so much. I cannot tell you enough good things about her. She's not showing up how much she loves belly rubs right now, but when she does, it is the cutest thing in the world. So please make sure to visit azhumane.org/adopt to be able to give her the forever home that she needs. Lisa, thank you so much for showing up this week, girl.
Thank you.
There we go,
kisses.
right on
Thank you for the kisses.
And we met this.
There's the belly rubs.
There we go. A little too late for that, Bonnie. And
You should see her belly right now. It is fully exposed to the studio.
Okay, we have to go back.
Sweetheart.
There it is. Oh my goodness, you can have this in your home. Absolutely adorable. Okay, all right, Bonnie, someone else's turn now. And we met this cutie's little brother earlier in the show. Now it's time to meet the only girl in the crew. Who is this Bree?
You can see why we all volunteer for Kelsey for Pets on Parade. It is so much fun to be here with these pets. They're absolutely wonderful and would make wonderful additions to your household for sure. This little sweetheart, oh my goodness, she has been playful, she has been cuddly, she loves her little kicker toy, just an absolute sweetheart. And something that we just want to thank the Good Samaritan that brought these kittens in. They took care of the kittens until they were big enough to be up for adoption, which was super helpful for us because then they didn't take up as much space at the shelter. The Good Samaritan ended up adopting 2 of the litter. So definitely helpful, and knowing how sweet these guys are, I totally understand why they ended up keeping some of the kittens. Very sweet. We want to give a shout out to the world's best cat litter, world's best litter. They've been absolutely amazing. They have donated a year's worth of litter to our shelter. And when I say a year's worth of litter at our shelter, it is absolutely crazy how much we go through. We use, in just a week alone, a pallet, which is 162 bags of litter. So a little bit more litter than you're probably using in your household, but definitely consider the next time you're over at PetSmart or Chewy, checking out what to get, think about considering supporting them because they support us. So check out their litter, and we thank them for supporting our shelter with such love and making sure that these kitties have clean boxes.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? When they say world's best litter, they really mean it. It is a wonderful brand. So thank you so much for that, Bree. And we talked about the Scooptacular fundraiser that's happening a little bit earlier, a couple weeks ago, but we want to give you an inside look at just how delicious this ice cream is that also helps our pets.
The Arizona Humane Society has their very own ice cream flavor, and you can try it this month at Scooptacular. Our very own Humane Eddie got to go behind the scenes in the kitchen and help prepare the ice cream. Don't worry, there's no doggy hairs inside. Wow! For the whole month of May, if you purchase our Puppy Chow flavor, Scooptacular will donate $1 directly back to AHS. Of course, we also had a Spoil a Shelter pup with a vanilla ice cream cone. Chloe is an 8-year-old Australian cattle dog available to adopt. You can find more of her info on our website. You heard it here first. Chloe approves. Come by either of their 2 locations this month to support a local business and benefit our shelter pets.
Ooh, that looks yummy. Gonna have to try it out. And remember how we said AHS cat, working cat Jeepers found his forever home? Well, we have an adorable update as his new family says he's enjoying retirement with lots of cat naps, laying in the AC, and watching his people do yard work from the comfort of his windowsill. While we are so happy for sweet Jeepers, this is a reminder we have other working cats who are not suitable to live in a home environment. You can learn more at azhumane.org/workingcats if interested. And with the hot summer months comes an uprise of wildfires. Our hearts are with those in places that are impacted. And we wanted to remind you that if you have an emergency, that it's good to have a plan before it happens, especially including your pets. Remember, if it's not safe for you, it's not safe for them. Please follow evacuation protocols and help keep your whole family safe. To learn more about our disaster planning, including what to include in your emergency disaster kit like we see on the screen here, visit azhumane.org/disaster. And now we have two cuties who may have similar names and looks, but they have their own distinct personalities, as does every pet. Who are these handsome kitties, ladies?
Yes, this is Tom and Tim, and Tom is the one with the long hair and Tim is the one with the short hair. And you met their sibling earlier in the show. These guys were found in a wall, like Bree had said, and when they were rescued, they were pretty malnourished and dehydrated. So they needed some medical attention, but they were eating on their own. So they received their medical attention, and then they went to a foster home. Their foster family says that they are very playful, inquisitive, fun-loving kittens, and I can attest to that. They have been just playful on the table with the feather toys. They're playing with their leashes. They're playing with each other. So they are going to keep their new family very entertained, right, Christine?
That's for sure. And if you're interested in working with little kitties like this, dogs, critters, what have you, at the Arizona Humane Society, we have lots of job openings. And there are a wide range of jobs, and we're hosting a job fair on May 28th. So if you have ever considered working for the Humane Society, you can come down between 7:30 and 9:30 a.m. to our Papago Park campus. And we have roles in every department that could match your skill set if you want to come down and check it out, or go to azhumane.org/careers if you want to apply directly.
Oh, absolutely. We love it. And you know what? It is such a rewarding experience to work at AHS. So thank you so much for that, ladies. And if you love teefers, you'll love this cutie. We'll introduce you to Coquetta when we come back. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Thanks to the MCS Foundation, we are able to spay and neuter even more pets. Isn't that right, ladies?
Oh my gosh, this little guy, he's been spayed. He's ready to go home with you. He is so much fun. He's going to be a pretty big boy, I think. He feels pretty sturdy. He was part of the batch that the Good Samaritan took care of them and ended up adopting two of them. And as I said earlier, I can see why they kept two, because these guys are just so sweet. And I don't know if you can see this, but not really a tuxedo kitty, more of a cow mix here. Very cute, but an absolute sweetheart.
And he looks like he might even be a medium hair. Looks like his hair is going to get a little bit longer. But we want to say special thanks to the MCS Foundation, because at our South Mountain Veterinary Clinic, they, over the next 5 years, are going to be helping us with 15,000 spays and neuters. So that is a huge help for our community, and it's the #1 way to prevent, unwanted litters and animals that are out stray, people that can't afford animals, or maybe you have too many animals in your household. So thank you so much to the MCS Foundation for making sure 15,000 pets over the next 5 years get spayed and neutered for a low cost.
Absolutely. It is a wonderful resource, so make sure to visit that URL on your screen. And then also, too, we saw this cutie's picture before the break, and now she's munching away, but she got some cute little teefers, ladies.
She does. She has a pretty little smile. Her name is Coquetta, and she's 1-year-old little Chihuahua girl, 10 pounds. And she's come to us at the Humane Society as an owner surrender in our animal assistance department, and it was because the owner had a moving situation where they could not take Coquetta with them. And so we checked her out, and she had a little ear infection that's been treated, and she's doing really great now, and she actually does really well with all kinds of kids and even unfamiliar people. And she likes cats and dogs, and she is very good with tricks and so she's ready to go home. This is Coquetta.
Absolutely, and she definitely could have maybe benefit from our telemedicine, which we just implemented as well. So you can always visit azhumane.org/vet clinic to learn more. Make sure to tune in next week. We will have Senator Bullock to talk all about the new law that we are trying to pass. So you can learn more then. But until then, have a great and safe weekend. We'll see you next week.